if you are a student of success, you listen, you watch motivational videos, audios, you go to seminars, workshops, you probably know this, that a true practitioner of self improvement and the person who believes in the journey and eventually reaches his or her destination, they if you look at their habits, their daily habits, there is an element of affirmations. um, there are practices of affirmations that they practice on a regular basis. I went on to say this multiple times across all my radio shows, workshops, seminars, on this channel, across multiple videos. But I still meet people who tell me that they are in, they've been to this seminar, that seminar, they studied, been to this coaching program, that coaching program, this expert, that guru, but they miss out on the power of affirmations. They do not believe, well, they may believe, but they do not practice affirmations. The reason why I bring this up today on this video is there is something incredible that the government of India has done as of today. This actually came out today on June 5th of 2025 as I'm recording this video here in California. I came across this press release or a directive. In fact, it was a press release, but then it was a directive. There are 3-page directive that came out of the Central Board of Secondary Education in India, and they're asking all the principals and heads of schools to include a daily positive set of affirmations in the morning assemblies. So that's the printout right here. Okay, it's a 3-page printout. I just printed only the first page and the second page. I'm going to drop in a link to this in the description section of this video. But it's incredible. This is, it says that they're advising all the schools to incorporate daily positive affirmations into their morning assembly routines from the academic session starting 2025 and 2026. And it goes on to describe, but the interesting part here is they say, what's the objective of this initiative? And there are 4 objectives. Actually, there are four objectives here: to support the socio-emotional development of students, to instill a positive, respectful school culture, to encourage self-reflection and emotional regulation, to help students start their day with clarity, calm, and confidence. Okay, so what are they saying? There are a set of at least 6 specific affirmations they are listing here. And again, they're both in English and they're also in Hindi. And the directive is that the school may introduce 1 or 2 affirmations out of the 6 each morning during the assembly. The assemblies are still on. Affirmations should be age appropriate, inclusive, and rooted in values of empathy, courage, and self-worth. Schools may customize affirmations further to align with their core values. Okay, so and this goes back to this point. Okay, affirmations are based on and when we say affirmations, we are touching the aspects called neuroplasticity. We are touching subconscious rewiring, and I've gone on to create multiple videos on this channel. Now this is the proof. Like this has never been done, by the way. No other country has done this. This is incredible what is happening. Okay, and the population in India and the number of schools, I don't know, over 100,000 schools or more. I don't know the exact number, but if the whichever school is affiliated with CBSE, but then there are other formats also. There are other types of schools, and I grew up in India in the schools. Now, this is why this is big, and I'm making a big deal on this on my video, because from an education standpoint, India effectively went from, hey, just don't memorize stuff, just don't read stuff. But this is just not about education getting grades, but this is also an inner mastery. That's what this message is, by the way. Okay, it's an inner mastery. And the sooner you start, the greater is the effect of it. So they want to start this very early. And now I want to come back and kind of make a reference to what was happening until now, that India has to, Indian government has made this shift, or CBSE made this shift. I'll tell you what used to happen before. If you are watching this and you have no idea, you're not born and raised in India. I was born and raised, so I've gone through multiple schools and different school systems, so I have some I have dated. I have a lot of history from my early school days from 1970s and 1980s. Okay, so let's talk about adults. So this channel is for grown-ups and adults. What about us? Okay, and here we are fighting life. So what we have done as adults is that we have normalized stress. Okay, normalized stress. And what's happening with this directive is you want children to be centered. Children should not be normalizing stress. That's what this circular is. And whether you are a child or whether you are an adult, affirmations are not for children or adults. Affirmations are for those people whose souls are under siege. Our souls are under siege. This is the truth. So think how many things you are handling today. How many things you have to juggle to just run this day. Think about it. Look at all the projects. Look at all the liabilities, responsibilities, distractions, and people who you have to satisfy to just exist. Think about it. Ask that question to yourself. So what is an affirmation? Why are we going there? Very simple. It's a very simple mathematical. It's a micro suggestion. That's all. It's a micro suggestion. Who are we suggesting? To the brain. Why? We want to shift a belief. And where are we shifting the belief? Why do we need to shift the belief? But if we shift the belief a little bit, then it reflects in our behavior. So effectively, with a suggestion, you are shifting the behavior. And why we shift behaviors? Because every behavior reflects in the action. Actions are the mirror of the behavior, essentially. Any action, every action. And what would an action do? Action produces result. Very simple. That's all there is to this. Now, going back to my earlier comment that growing up in India, yes, we used to have assemblies growing up. Yes, there were prayers, being part of the prayer. But the difference between then and now is this. So you have taken somebody. I would pray outwardly. I would surrender. I would take divine guidance. And then I believe that a higher power is going to give me what I want. Even though our prayers back in the day were very generic, it included all the faiths and all the beliefs growing up. But there was a higher power to which I have to surrender to get what I want. What has happened with this? Now, when this is implemented, it goes, don't go outward, go inward. Okay? Faith and belief, they're great. But then self-reliance and emotional regulation is the key. You can go from spiritual and cultural approach to now psychological, and if you look at it a little bit scientific also when you do affirmations. And I have multiple videos talking about this on this channel. You are asking for divine guidance, and you are saying that, no, I'm in charge. Okay, I'm in charge. I will do what I have to do. I take personal responsibility of this. So you're not projecting out, you're projecting inward with this. And then finally, yes, there could be higher power, but then as an individual, I got to step up and do what I have to do. That's what this is doing. Now, before I wrap this up, look at all the affirmations they're saying. There's only 6 affirmations. You can do it. I do it. Different variations. Start with, I'm always happy. I'm calm and stable in every situation. My memory and concentration are excellent. I eat healthy food. My body is perfect and disease-free. And the 5th one stands out. I use gadgets only for studying. Look at this. I use gadgets only for studying. I respect everyone. I respect nature. Those are the 6. You pick any one of these or all 6 of these, and then you start doing this in your day-to-day life. If you have your own affirmations, practice them. But the point is this, practice. Okay, practice. This is the key. Do it. Do it multiple times throughout the day. Whenever you are challenged, when you're overwhelmed, whenever you are being put in a situation where you don't know what to do it. I'm telling you, this is incredible. I have in one day, my largest was 27 affirmations throughout the day. 27 to be precise. I took a note of this. Okay, I don't need that many affirmations. Sometimes I use one affirmation maybe a couple of times or 2-3 times, but at one time I used 27 distinct affirmations. I have a note. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Hopefully this was helpful. If it is, do me a favor, write a comment, like the video. If you like this video, then I can reach some more people. But if you subscribe to the channel, I'll be here literally every day. That's my pace, that's my momentum, that's my velocity as I'm recording these videos, hopefully. And it tells me that somebody's watching, it tells me that somebody's interested in this, but it is what it is. Okay, if you only find value, then only subscribe. If you find value, then only like it. Otherwise, I totally understand, I totally get it. Okay, there are so many incredible other people who do exactly what I do. I'm not different, I'm not distinct any which way. It's a pursuit. That's all there is to this. You take care. Bye now.